What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the video. Today's video is gonna be so much fun. I'm announcing my next race, which I'll just cut straight to the chase. It's the Boston Marathon, which I am so excited for, so ready for. I qualified for the Boston Marathon last year in Eugene, Oregon. I ran a 2:52:16, and that qualified me to get into Boston, but you still have to put your name in a raffle and see if you even get in. And so I didn't know if I was going to get in. I put my name in and I was picked, which is crazy. Didn't really expect it to happen, but obviously not going to turn that down. Boston is such a historic, monumental, and epic race. One of the most epic races in the world. And so super excited. I've been training hard, been putting in work, and I'm just ready to run it. I can't wait. I mean, I remember as a kid, hearing about the Boston Marathon, like my impression of it was just only the elite of elite individuals, qualified for Boston. And now here we are a few years later in the position to be able to run it, which I'm so pumped for. But I thought in today's video, I'd go over kind of my goals for Boston, some updates, just honestly, it's just going to be a day. Come hang out with me. It's going to be so much fun. Got a lot of fun stuff lined up. So without any further ado, going to start everything off, of course, with a morning run. It's going to be a vibe. I'm super excited for it. Best way to start the day. So come hang out with me today. It's going to be a fun one. And I'm just excited to update you on everything pretty much. So let's go run. All right, let's do a little pre-run fit check. Haven't done one of these in a minute. So starting with my feet, I've got on the New Balance 1080 version 14s. Love these shoes. These are my daily trainers. I wear them every day pretty much. For socks, I've got Adidas running socks. Not exactly sure the name, but I just really like the fit of them and the look. Then shorts, I've got the New Balance RC shorts, this red colorway, really sick. And then up top, I got the new Satisfy muscle tee. Absolutely love this shirt. I've been running in it way too much. It's got a bunch of holes throughout it. It's just like, it looks sick. It's just like a unique take on a running shirt. Then on my left wrist, I have, of course, the Coros Pace Pro. And then on my right wrist, I have the Whoop 4.0. I've been using this a lot to track like sleep and recovery. And then in my ears, I have the new Beats Power Beats Pro 2s. These are by far my favorite running headphones ever. I highly recommend them. So that is a pre-run fit check. It is time to go knock out my run this morning. Really looking forward to it. Just really been enjoying my morning runs recently. What I typically do is I'll run 6 easy in the morning, and then I'll run 3 later in the evening, and that gives me 9 miles for the day, so it keeps my volume pretty high, but kind of allows my body to recover and not feel as taxed. So gonna run 6 now and then 3 later this evening.
I feel like fake. I don't have a lot to show for the days I've been awake. In the pouring rain, I think about you constantly. The Sundays don't feel like they used to. Where did you go? What did you do? Are you running?
All right, 6.02 miles done at an 8:06 pace. That felt good. I didn't want to fully commit to submerging myself underwater. It's just like too cold, but it felt really good to just dunk my head in. Now I feel refreshed. But I wanted to take this time to go over my training and everything I've been doing for the past couple months post, Mesa 250 build. So we're gonna hop over to STRAVA, which, by the way, if you're not following me on STRAVA, I don't know what you're doing, because we have a great time over there on STRAVA. The community there is just straight vibes. So follow me there. But yeah, we're gonna go to my graph. And obviously on the very left, you can see kind of the end of my Mesa build as I was tapering. So you can kind of see the slant go down. And that was right around the time I was supposed to run Mesa. And then obviously you see that big dip in February. But the great thing about running is it's a sport that really compounds. And so it's not like I lost all of that fitness from the Mesa build. You know, I trained for Mesa for 4+ months and put in a lot of weeks. And then of course I had a couple down weeks there, but then I got right back to it. And so a lot of the fitness that I've built for Mesa is all still there. I wouldn't say I'm like quite at the level I was during my peak for Mesa, but I am pretty close and I feel very fit at the moment. So right after that big dip in February, got right back to it and hit a 60-mile week and then started to, you know, just continue and keep going, keep moving. So I just want to give you an example of what my training has looked like. I'll use last week as an example because that was one of my bigger weeks. It was also a week where I was traveling out to Austin, so it was a little bit different just because I was traveling, but I still got some really good runs in and hit some good mileage. So it started out on Monday. I did an easy 6-mile run. My legs were feeling horrible that day. So the next day I took off because that was also the day I was traveling out to Austin. So I didn't run on Tuesday. Wednesday, I had an 8x800 meter speed workout with Mitch, Joey, and Luke in Austin, and this was great. But it also sucked because it was so humid in Austin, which I'm used to really dry environments, so that humidity was really tough. But got a really good workout in, 10 miles total. Thursday, did 8.69 miles with the whole BPN team on this really cool, hilly Texas back road, which was also good Boston training because got some good inclines and declines. Then the next day on Friday, before I headed to the airport, I did a few miles with a couple of people on the BPN team, Hella, Max, Stephanie, and Amanda. I did 4 miles and then flew to Phoenix. And then as soon as I got off the plane that evening, I ran another 3.25. Then on Saturday, I did an easy 8-mile run. And then Sunday, I did a 20-mile long run. And I did this at 10 a.m., the exact same time that I'm going to be starting the Boston Marathon. So I wanted to practice, you know, starting at the same time and also running in the heat. It was a pretty hot day in Phoenix. It got up to like 80-something degrees while I was running. So that was really, really tough. It was a tough workout. So that was a full week. That was 60 miles and I felt great. My body felt really good. Along with running, I've also been hitting the gym. So for the past 2 months, 2 to 3 times a week at least, I've been going to the gym and really focusing on my legs actually. So doing squats, leg presses, hamstring curls, quad extensions, calf raises, all those things, doing those very regularly because it is very flat where I live here in Phoenix and the Boston Marathon is a really tough course. Got a lot of declines and a lot of inclines. So just trying to build my quads up as much as I can and just my legs as a whole. And I've noticed a big difference. My legs feel a lot more strong over the past couple months, which is a great thing. Along with going to the gym, I also joined outdoor men's soccer team. So every Wednesday I go and play soccer with the guys, which has been so much fun. And it's been great, like a big physical challenge because I'm so used to just running straight and not cutting back and forth so much. But playing soccer, I'm constantly cutting back and forth. And like that first game back, I was more sore after that game than I was after any marathon I've run. So it is tough, but also along with it physically, it's been really great for me mentally just to kind of switch it up from running here and there and go and play with some guys and just be around other people in a team environment. All of that has given me a lot of like well-rounded training. I'm not super strict on my schedule. I kind of go off of feel, but I make sure I get every single one of my runs done and I make sure I'm hitting some speed. I make sure I'm hitting my long runs, but I'm not being as strict as I was in my last 250 build, which has been amazing for me. It's really allowed me to kind of go based off of feel, listen to how my body's feeling, and just like enjoy it more. I've been enjoying running so much more the past couple months. I'm super excited for Boston. I'll talk about my goals for Boston later in the video, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, I'm feeling like I'm in a really good place, feeling really fit, and just excited to kind of keep running and having fun with it, and really excited to run Boston. So pumped for that. I can just get a medium iced caramel latte. Coffee review time. There's just something about it. Something about post-run iced coffee that just will always hit different. Just refreshes not just your body, but your soul. Your soul's refreshed as well. Genuinely no better way to start the day. 9.75 out of 10. All right, let's do a little updated shoe rotation talk, because who doesn't love shoes? Yeah, I love shoes personally. I love figuring out, what shoes work better for me, what shoes I prefer for, different workouts or runs. So I'm constantly kind of developing and evolving my rotation. So this is the most updated version. We'll just work our way through. So right here, you're probably a little shocked, a little confused as to why Hoka has made its way into the mix. If you remember, I loved the version 1s of the CLOs, and these are the version 2s. And I actually think the version 2s are even better. Now, with that being said, I love these shoes. I just don't really like the colorway or how they look. I just am not a big fan of Hoka shoes, like how they look. They just look kind of like, I don't know, like too playful, and I don't know, the logo's not great. But all that being said, running in these shoes is a really fun ride. They're bouncy, they roll you forward, they're responsive. So I've been really enjoying putting in some miles on these. More so like fast-paced miles, but honestly, you can use them for training as well. They're a fun shoe. They're actually sending me an all-white version of these with some like orange, so I'm excited to try those out. But those have made their way into the rotation, so they are good. I do like them. Moving over here, I have the new colorway of the Alphafly 3s. Probably gonna run Boston in these. Nike just always gets me with their marketing and just like their new colorways that randomly drop. All white, some blue/silver in the heel. I just think these are gonna look so sick with my Boston fit. So got those. I have 2 pairs of SC Elites. I actually don't think these are great racing shoes. I wouldn't race in these, in my opinion. I just feel like they're a little too heavy. They're not like as responsive and fast as some other speed shoes, but I don't mind them for like some speed work. Honestly, I've done some easy runs in these. They just look cool. They're good shoes. They're not like my favorite, but I actually got sent both these pairs, so I didn't have to pay for them. So I like using them, but I would not spend your money on them when there are better options out there for speed shoes. Like the Adidas Adios Pro 4s. These are my favorite speed shoe of all time, by far. It's really not even close. Like, I like them a lot more than the Alphafly, even though I'm running Boston and the Alphaflies. These shoes are amazing. They're super cushioned. They're super responsive. They're light. They feel so comfortable on foot. They just fit me really well. Down here, we got more of the boring stuff. Just daily miles. I always wear the New Balance 1080 version 14s. Oh man, they're comfortable. You can put a lot of miles on them. They're stable. I have white, and then I have kind of like a gray pair. So 2 pairs of those. The SC Trainer version 3s. These are a great shoe. Not quite as comfortable as the 1080s, but they have a carbon plate, so they're a little more responsive and just another great daily training option. I also have the version 1s, which these are the best versions of the SC Trainer ever, but the version 1s or version 3s, both are great shoes. So this right here is my most updated running shoe rotation. In case you were wondering, this is what my lunch has looked like almost every day. We got ground beef, rice, a little bit of queso on there, some avocado sauce, and a little bit of buffalo sauce. But real ones know this is what I like to call Nico's mega meat mound of deliciousness. But I love it. It's my go-to lunch almost every single day. So if anyone was wondering, probably weren't, but that's my lunch. All right, it has been a long time, but we're back with the GOAT, Sophie. For anyone that's new to the channel, Sophie and I are the only ones behind this whole production, this video you're watching. We do everything. She is the one who's about to like piece together some of the sickest footage you've ever seen from a running channel ever. Yeah, it's literally just Sophie on a bike with my camera. And this is crazy. Like, she is so dialed in. She has my camera like on a strap, and she'll like raise the camera, get it focused, get the exposure right, and then like press record and then bring it back up and like film all these shots. Like, I just go run. I don't even tell her what to do. We've done this enough times to where she knows like every shot to get. She'll switch it into slow motion mode real quick and then switch it back and do like zoomed in shots. Everything. It's great. Like, pay attention to this montage that's coming up. That's just all the handiwork of Soph. I am literally just a lab rat, and she is like the scientist behind this experiment, and I'm just running. I got the easy part. She's crafting this like Christopher Nolan level film. So, and like, she has no experience. Like, she's a genuinely like good videographer, and she has like no experience other than
what you've
filming.
told me.
Yeah, what I've like told you and taught you. Anyways, Sophie just got off work. She's a kindergarten teacher.
Yep, I'm a working girl. What can I say?
She's a working girl, but everyone go hype up Soph in the chat. I mean, she's just the best. She's a fan favorite. But yeah, she's gonna ride the bike, film me on my second run of the day, which also means second fit check of the day. I love running twice a day for multiple reasons, but one of the biggest ones is just 2 fit checks. So let's get into that before doing 3 miles at marathon pace-ish, maybe faster, we'll see. But it's gonna be a good sunset evening run. All right, on feet, got the Alpha Fly 3s, the ones I talked about earlier. And then the Adidas socks, which I understand is criminal. And it's even worse because like, you can see the outline of the Adidas like through the shoe. So yes, arrest me. But I just like the socks and I like the shoes. Right here, I have the Lululemon Fast and Free half tights that they don't make anymore, but they're the greatest half tights of all time. I've got the BPN Stay in the Fight t-shirt, got the Whoop 4.0, got the Koros Pace Pro, and then a nasal strip from Numa. So that is a fit check. I feel like my fits today have been incredible. So this is a good day for fits, good day for runs. Now let's go knock out some miles. All right, fresh shoes, a little sunset to my left, 3 miles to be run. Let's do it.
I accept what you carry with open arms. Any movement, any sound, any breath, any part. We observe all the changes in the human heart, growing out fast inside of you.
Sometimes it just feels so good to go fast. Like tonight, I'm just opening up the legs, striding it out. Low 6-minute pace. It just feels good. You feel alive on runs like these.
And you would change, but at the core it might remain the same. It feels like a tired bird at the mercy of the winds when down you go. Obey the new you. Just let it land you down. Just let it land you down. Just let it land you down. Quite thin, the skin you are on, its light dims behind any thought that finds the way back into your heart. There the self-loathing
A little out of breath. 3 miles, 5:58 pace. That felt so good. Just felt kind of fun just to go fast. Just getting back to having fun running. I'm not being as calculated and strict with my runs. Just really been focusing on doing what I want to do and what feels good. I'm still pushing myself hard, still training, still getting in the miles, but I'm just taking a different approach because at the end of the day, I got into running because I had a lot of fun with it. And so every now and then I kind of lose sight of that and I have to kind of reel myself back in and just remind myself, this is for fun. No one's making me do it. So I run like this, getting out there, spinning the legs. It was a good time.
All right, let's talk goals for the Boston Marathon. I'm sure a big reason you're sticking around and still watching this video is because you're wondering what my goal is. Am I going for a specific time? Am I going back after 250? What's happening? I'm not going after 250 in the Boston Marathon. I'm not going after a time goal in the Boston Marathon. I'm going after an effort goal. I just want to push myself and run a great race that I'm proud of. There are so many reasons why I decided I don't want to go after a specific time in this race. One of them being Boston is a super tricky course, very hilly, like 1,000 feet of elevation gain, one of the hardest majors out there. And weather in April in Boston is generally not great. It's either like cold and rainy or really hot. Like last year was a really hot race. And so it's just like a tricky course to try to PR on. And so like that's totally cool. I would prefer to try to PR and get 250 later down the road on a flatter course in a place with typically better weather. I train here in Arizona and everything here is so flat. I have no idea how my body is going to feel when I hit mile 16 in Boston and the Newton Hills start rolling. And I don't even know what's going to happen. So going based off of effort is how I kind of want to play that. Also, another reason is like when I think of running, I'm thinking about like longevity in the sport. I love running and I want to do it for a long time. And I'm only 24 and I don't want to consistently every race try to beat my last time and set a new PR goal and this and that. And I don't want to burn out. Like I personally feel like if every time I raced, I was shooting for something crazier, I would just burn out. And some of my best racing is still yet to come in the next decade. I mean, some of the best marathoners ever are well into their 30s. And so I want this to last for a long time. I love running. It's fun. And I don't want to like hate it by age 24 or 25. So that's another reason I decided like in this specific race, I'm not going back after 250. I'm just being patient. My time will come. But right now I've kept myself at a really high fitness level. And so I'm going to make a game time decision on the day in Boston. If I'm feeling good during the race and I'm like, you know what, let's push it a little bit, I'm going to do that and I'll have the fitness to do that. But if it's not my day, it's not feeling great, I can dial it back and still have fun with the race. My family's all coming out. Sophie's family's coming out. So it's just a vibe. It's an epic race. It's a historic race that I'm so proud to be able to run. And so I'm going to have fun with it. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to push myself. And at the end of the day, you know, no matter what goal you're setting in the marathon, you're going to learn something from each marathon. In my first marathon, I learned the importance of fueling and nutrition. In my second marathon, where I broke the 3-hour marathon in Chicago, I learned the importance of following a structured plan in running. And through compound consistency, you'll become a better runner and a faster runner. In my third marathon, when I missed my 250 by 2 minutes, I learned that time is not everything. It doesn't define you, and it doesn't tell like the full story of your race or of you as a runner. In my fourth race, when I ran Chicago the second time for fun, I learned that running is something that we should be having fun with and enjoy. At the end of the day, most of us are not elite runners and we're not pro runners or whatever. We just do this because we love it and it's fun. But it can be easy to lose sight of the fact that it's not that serious. It's just meant to be fun and as a way to push yourself and grow. So in this year's Boston Marathon, I will learn another lesson. I don't know what it is yet, but that's why I do these things, to like test myself, learn about running, racing, all these things that I'm passionate about. And so I'm really looking forward to Boston. It's going to be a great race. Follow along. You can track me on the Boston Marathon app and just type in my name. But it's going to be a great time. I'm going to have fun with it. And yeah, just really getting back to having fun with it and not taking everything so serious. With that being said, thank you for watching the video. I'm going to wrap it up here. If you enjoyed it, drop a like, comment. I love reading through all the comments and responding to as many of you as I can. Make sure you're subscribed. I know a lot of you watching right now just don't want to tap that subscribe button, but you should do it. I really appreciate it. You won't regret it, and it really helps the channel out. But with that being said, I'll see you all in the next video.